Okay, welcome to True Bangkok United, Anthony. We are happy to have you here. So first question, how do you feel about joining the club this season?
I'm very excited to be here. Obviously, I'm familiar with the club, having played against them a couple of times in the past. And it's a club that matches my ambition as a footballer. We want to be successful, and that's what really drew my attention to True Bangkok United. From my life perspective, it's a unique opportunity to experience a new culture. For my family, it's very exciting. It will teach us a lot about the culture here. It will give my kids a nice experience in their life, and for that reason also, it was a very good move for us. I decided, well, from a football perspective, as I said, it's an ambitious club. We want to strive to be as successful as possible, and it's obvious we're putting together a very good team to compete. I've spoken to the club, and as I said, their ambition matches mine. Playing against them in the past, I saw that it was a very possession-based team, and I feel that that suits my game very well. It will allow me to show my best version of myself and all my attributes, and so I think it will be a seamless transition from a football perspective. Hopefully I can give the club my best version, and the fans can see the player that I am, and I hope to contribute to a successful season.
Next, about your experience. You have played for several clubs in Australia and overseas. How have those experiences shaped you as a player?
Yeah, obviously, I'm at a point now that I have a lot of experience as a player, playing for several clubs in Australia. At each of those clubs, I've been successful. I've won a lot of silverware and been part of championship-winning teams. And I've been fortunate enough to be surrounded by very good players. And from that, from a young age, I've taken valuable lessons. I understand that, in a winning team, the culture within the team is very important, having good personalities who share the same goal. I had a good stint overseas in Dubai with a big club, Al Wasl. We had a very good season, managing to reach cup finals and have a very good domestic run. And with that, again, it allowed me to learn about a different culture, and all these experiences serve in preparing me for something like this. And so with the amount of games I have under my belt, I think I can bring some experience to the team, and hopefully be one of the leaders that lead us to some silverware.
You have faced True Bangkok United before, both Sydney and MacArthur FC. What do you remember about those games?
They were very tough games, very tough. We were surprised in Sydney by the result. It was a 2-2 draw, I believe. And after that result, we knew it was going to be very tough coming here to get, to progress to the next round, especially given the climate. That's one big challenge that I'll have to acclimatise to as soon as possible. But I was really surprised by the level of performance from Bangkok. Obviously I wasn't familiar with the club then, but it did surprise me the way, tactically they managed the game. They were very tough to break down. They were dangerous on the break, which they scored a couple of good goals on the break, and in possession they were all very comfortable players, technically very good. And so, the Thai league has shown that it shouldn't be underestimated. There's a lot of quality in this league, and for me to perform, I need to make sure that I'm at my best. Having spoken to the club, firstly they were very knowledgeable about the kind of player that I am. I thought they summarised my style of play very well, and that gave me confidence, knowing that they had done their research and they were, very professional, and what they do is not so surface level. It goes beyond. They put a lot of time into their work and have a clear goal, a clear ambition, and having spoken to them, I feel that I fit that very well. There was obviously options to stay in Australia where we maybe be comfortable and whatnot, but I'm ready for a new challenge. I want to challenge myself as a footballer and as a person in life, and this provides us with a unique opportunity in an amazing city, and so it's an offer I couldn't pass up.
You have also played for Australian national team. What have those experiences taught you?
Yes, I was fortunate enough to play for my country in World Cup qualifiers. That opportunity came to me later in my career. I had to be very patient, but I pride myself on my resilience as a player and as an individual, and thankfully they gave me that opportunity in the end, which was an immense honour. From those games I learned what's truly at stake in the game, what the game means to people, and makes you reflect on who you're representing. So it was with immense pride that I represented the country. And obviously you go out trying to leave a good image for your country. That's also a goal that I have here. I want to leave a good image of what football is back home, to represent our domestic league also, and maybe provide future players with an opportunity to play here as well.
Would you describe yourself as a midfielder for the True Bangkok United fans?
Yeah, initially in my career, I always saw myself as an attacking midfielder, but over the years I've become more adaptable, more versatile, and now I believe I can slot into any position in midfield wherever the coach will require me. I have a high work rate, but my game ultimately is based around my ability with the ball. I back myself in tight areas, and I think my strength is facilitating teammates, putting them into good positions to either score or assist, and trying to control the game from the outset. So I'm a versatile midfielder who is highly possession-based, and obviously contribute in the defensive side of the game.
What are your goals with True Bangkok United this season?
My goals, on a personal note, will be to play as much football as possible, to be available, fit and ready to go whenever the coach needs me. I want to show the best version of myself as a player, which for me means working hard for 90 minutes and taking responsibility in key moments. And as a team, I think the expectation is there for us to win something this year. I know the club has been very close in the past. Last year they had to juggle a lot of football, a lot of competitions and a lot of games, which can be tricky to manage. But this year we have a fresh take on things, a fresh outlook, and the ambition ultimately is to lift silverware. For me, it's a journey to win trophies. It doesn't happen by accident. There is a clear plan in place in every team that I've been in, a clear identity, and I think that's the key for us this year. If we have a clear identity and it's clear what we want to do, then that will take us a long way to achieving our goal. Personally, the trophies I've won, when I look back, they are the highlight of my career, not simply because of the success, but the people you get to share that success with, I think is just as important. So building a good atmosphere within the team, good relationships with my teammates is a clear goal for me, and that can only lead us to a successful year. Hello fans of True Bangkok United, I'm very pleased to be here. Thank you all for the warm welcome. We have met in the past where I've been part of different teams, but now I get the privilege of representing this shirt and being on your side, so I hope to see you all at the games. Looking forward to a successful year together.